Hey YouTube, I am Candoitbetter and these are the Better Locs. I am the Better Loc creator. You can catch me on Instagram at the Better Locs, and this is size micro. I recently installed on my hair, but if you don't know me, I create these glorious, beautiful lock extensions, and they range from size micros to size mediums. I recently added these micros to my selection, and they began a whole bunch of interest. I'm excited. I had my first micro install in January, but I wanted to come on because I know you guys have subscribed to my channel and I have yet to give you a video. So these are the micros I have in 301 locks, and I anticipate about maybe 70 more. Initially I wanted 400 locks. There's a young lady that I follow on Instagram and she was my inspiration, and she has like 400 locks or so, but I'm actually probably going to average around 370 or maybe 380. Not quite sure. I am not done. I hope to be done this week though. And as you guys know, I typically don't do my hair every day, and I don't do my hair every day because I have a 2-year-old, I have a full-time job, I still take clients, and I still ship locks. So I kind of fit myself in as I can. And when I decided to do this, I actually didn't think it through, right? So I'm a very impulsive person, so I'll say I'm gonna do something and then I'll just immediately start doing it. But I didn't realize I was doing it in the midst of my busy season. For some reason I thought that I was gonna be able to do my hair and it was just gonna be like done in a couple of days. I did not take into account the real process that I needed to do to make this actually seamless. So that's why it's taking me forever. If you were to do it yourself, I would say you can estimate about 40 hours to do your own hair. Again, these aren't sister locks, they are micro size. And I actually added 18 inches. Let's see, I did do a slight retightening on my edges here last night. And same thing on this side. I haven't gone through and tightened anything else up, but I will. These locks are super duper lightweight, okay? They are so light. Like I said, I don't know if I said this, but I added 18 inches and they're not heavy at all. And if you can see, you can't even tell where my hair meets the lock, right? And a couple things I would recommend if you were getting these locks is, before you decide to get them, check your ends, because you know when we attach the lock extensions to your hair, you want to make sure that your ends are strong, right? So if that means getting rid of some of them, just go ahead and get rid of them. It's easier to get rid of those scraggly ends than it is to keep them and try to attach a lock to. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to keep your locks strong. And that's pretty much it. As far as the curls, I haven't done anything to these curls. I hardly ever do anything, and it's only because I'm not completely done that I haven't gone through the curls to actually define them and make them like super beautiful. And initially I didn't want all these curls. I actually wanted my hair to just be long and kind of straight. Like I wanted my locks to be just long, right? But I started doing them one way and then I ended up doing them another way, because the first way that I was doing them was taking just like entirely too long, and so I had to stop that. And anyway, you guys, this gray patch drives me absolutely nuts. So anyway, one of the reasons that I ended up going black, because I'm not a person that typically wears their hair black, but I went black because I have been battling this gray lately, and I felt like I couldn't maintain my gray and a blonde or something like that. So I just said, all right, forget it. I'll just color my hair black, you know, just to keep up with that. But at the rate we're going, I'm thinking that I'm gonna take these out and probably go like a lighter brown to blend with the gray, because you know sometimes the black is a little more harder and makes the more gray pronounce and makes the gray more pronounced. Anywho, what can I say? What else can I say about these locks? They're super lightweight, 18 inches. That is the longest length that I currently do. They look gorgeous in a pony, like really pretty in a ponytail. They're 100% human hair. They can be dyed, they can be bleached. I do tell my clients, just let me bleach the hair before we even make the locks. That way you can leave them alone. We don't have to worry about bleach getting caked up in your locks, developer getting caked up in your locks, because you know sometimes y'all don't know how to mix and the stuff just be really dry. So we don't need that. I can just go ahead and color the hair before I even make your locks. So that way you'll be happy and you can leave them alone, because you know with these micros you can't wash your hair for about six to 8 weeks. I know 8 weeks is a long time for some people, but if you can go 6, that'll be perfect. And then you can use the same banding method that you would with any other micros to make sure that you don't have a lot of slippage. Excuse me. And speaking of slippage, I haven't had much slippage. I actually haven't had a lot at all. What I did find is that some of my ends, a lot of my ends were raggedy, and I decided to hang on to them instead of just getting rid of them and attaching my lock to a strong end. And for some of those, I have, not even some of those, I have one, it's like up in here somewhere, that I have to go in and retighten, because it's literally just hanging to that straggly end, and that's what we don't want. So getting your hair done, we want to assess those ends and get rid of them if we need to. We're not keeping that we don't need. But let me see, what else can I tell you guys? Products that I use a leave-in conditioner, but I dilute it. Like I really dilute it down, because we don't need any buildup. I also like lime essential oil to combat dandruff and dry scalp. I also like, there is a lemon eucalyptus that I use as well. But I'm going to be coming out with some products just so that you guys have everything that you need for when you purchase your locks or you get installed by me. You'll be able to keep up the same regimen that I do. So I'm going to come up close so you guys can see my hair. Oh, I left the plug to the light over there. But these are my locks. Don't mind all that gray. So most days, because I sleep in a scarf, my hair is typically matted together because of the curls. And so I have to wake my curls up. I have to go through every single day, get them together. I gotta wake my locks up, actually, get them together. These are not your traditional instant locks. These are not your traditional micro locks. And so yeah, how I typically wear my hair is I usually just take out a little bit of a bang, and then I take my scarf or one of those big old rubber bands, and I usually just do it like this and make a nice neat ponytail. Of course this isn't neat because I'm just kind of throwing it together, but oh wait, let me just do it together, do it right. So I typically just take it like this and give myself a super nice little ponytail. and I'm good to go for today. One of the reasons that I did my hair like this is because I needed some simplicity in my life, meaning I am so busy that I need to just be able to take my scarf and tie my hair up and still look very pretty. You know what I'm saying? I got some frequently asked questions. Are these locks fragile? Now, they are not fragile. A lot of my locks are very strong, but again, I told you guys that some of my ends were weak, so I feel like my locks could have been completely a whole lot stronger than they are had I got rid of those dead ends, you know. But for the most part, my locks are really healthy and very strong. And you do have to recognize that your locks are fragile. Like, you have to treat these with care. This is your hair. This is your hair locked up into tiny little, almost not braids, but so to speak. And you have to treat it like it is valuable. And you have to just treat it with extreme care. So if you don't have that type of time, then you probably don't want to do these, because as you can see, it's a whole lot of running your fingers through. It's almost like having loose hair, you know, and that's why I chose to go with the micros, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to see my hair up close and personal. Yes, it is super voluminous and just full of life. Like, this hair has its own life. But anyway, you guys, I'll be back soon with more updates. I'm gonna finish my hair very soon, and I'm Brett Candoitbetter. These are the Better Locs. I am the creator. You guys can hit me up on IG at the Better Locs. You can set your appointments on my website, and you can also ask your questions below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Peace.